is Tereza. I'm 26 years old and I come from a small village in the Czech Republic.
My very big next goal is to be a para-triathlete. So I swim, I bike and I run.
Thank you very much for watching this video.
My name is Tereza. I'm 26 years old and I come from a small village in the Czech Republic. My first prosthesis was only suitable for walking, and so, wanting to try running and other sports, I started looking for other options. Biggest challenge was running, and so I'm extremely happy that I can go running on a regular basis and even take part in competitions. So my next goal is to keep pace with my boyfriend, who runs competitively, so that we can run together, maybe even in one such competitive event.
As an active patient, you are always looking for a prosthetic which you can enjoy wearing it while doing exercise or going for running. Now I have two prosthetic feet from sport line of OTTOBOCK. One is 1E90 Spring Light and the second one is 1E90 Sport, which can be used for the prosthetics of above knee or below knee amputation. Let's go and enjoy the video. Welcome back to Best Care Forum. In this video we are concentrating on two prosthetic feet from a sport line of OTTOBOCK, which could be used for above knee prosthetic or below knee prosthetic. Additional to that, you will also see the new sport knee joint 3S80 from OTTOBOCK. If you are interested to know more about this knee joint, please write your comment below the same video, and next video will be exactly that what you are looking for it. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for supporting us. Let's go for it.
Sportsline consists of two prosthetic systems, the 3S80 and the ProCarve system. The 3S80 was developed for running sports, for jogging and sprinting. The ProCarve was developed for skiing, snowboarding, water ski, kite surfing. That's covered by ProCarve. And the new sports foot Alex is using, it's called 1E95 Sport. We developed it to enable people to participate in field sports. Tennis, basketball, volleyball, things where you need vertical cushioning, where you take half steps or go backwards. That's all possible with the 1E95. Alex is testing right now. What's your first impression? All those things you mentioned, like vertical cushioning, and its performance is amazing. I haven't worn anything as impressive before. It's got real front foot dynamic qualities you need for jumping or playing volleyball, handball when you're jump shooting, fast stops, short fast sprints, all those agile movements. The foot does all that, and it gives the wearer feedback so you feel secure at all times. Talking of speed, I mentioned the 3S80 just now, which has this blade without a heel, because when you're really running, leaning forward, you're putting a lot of weight on your forefoot. But with field sports like tennis, where you're lurching for the ball or need to run backwards, there you need a heel. Yeah, it's really very good for that. I can demonstrate if you like. Yes, if you could show us that backwards jump. Right, I can go in any direction for the ball, and I can go sideways and rush forward and backwards, rush forwards and backwards. It's a great system, a great foot. And there you could see very nicely why you need a heel. Thank you very much, Alex, for demonstrating the 1E95.
The anamnesis. It is advisable to saw slowly and use the entire length of the saw. Any burrs that arise should be ground away. The spring is now reattached and tightened with the corresponding torque. The exact physiological process, or alternating them. The user now practices jumping with forward propulsion. The joint remains locked. The jumping motion comes from the hip. It is necessary to pay attention to posture and sufficient hip extension in the process. As a general rule, the user controls the prosthesis, not the other way around. The next exercise serves to improve the control of the prosthesis. The user jumps forwards on the prosthesis side. At a specified point, the user rotates around his axis in a jumping motion and then continues his forward motion. A sufficient support possibility is important for this exercise. If all exercises have been practiced sufficiently, the prosthesis can be unlocked for the first time. The prosthesis solution must be loaded on the forefoot with firm footing, and the residual limb must be extended. The lock can now be released with the small lever on the knee joint. The flexion and extension damping can be adjusted with the small screws on the side of the joint. To do so, the small caps are opened, and the damping is adjusted with a corresponding wrench. The direction of rotation is marked next to the screw. It is advisable to start with the flexion damping at maximum and set the extension to the minimum. The user should wear protective pads. The final setting of the damping is optimized according to body weight, stride length, and running behavior. After each adjustment step, it is necessary to check whether the hydraulic damping is noticeable. In the next exercise, the user turns left and right around his own axis. Here as well, he stands between parallel bars with the joint unlocked. It is necessary to ensure strong hip extension at all times. The rotations are now performed in both directions with jumps. These exercises serve to train prosthesis coordination. In this exercise, the user moves forwards with the prosthesis unlocked for the first time. The primary goal here is to learn braking and stopping from the motion. The motion must always be stopped with the healthy leg, never the prosthesis side, since otherwise there is a risk of falling. The following exercise should help the user learn how to use the energy stored in the spring in an efficient way and convert it into propulsion. The joint is free and the user jumps forwards from leg to leg in alternation, thus simulating a running situation. The supports can now be reduced according to the abilities of the user. The user now walks as independently as possible along the bars with the knee unlocked. Once he masters this, he can start running. The technician directs the focus to rapid hip activity. The user should learn to estimate and use the stored energy. The user next practices switching to running from walking. Ideally, the speed should be increased so a natural running motion results. Note once again, never stop on the prosthesis side. The user now practices moving from jumping on alternating sides to running. The user should be encouraged again to take large steps. Only in this way can the walking cycle come closest to a running situation. If the user can run independently, it is time to check and opt